All right, so thank you again to everyone who is joining us today. My name is Chelsea with KWRI Marketing, and today we will be going over our command overview. So as I said, this is going to be a brief overview of the command platform. However, we do have more specific detailed videos on our YouTube channel, KWRI Marketing on YouTube. If you have any questions while we are going over our command today, you can go ahead and put it in the chat and I will do my best to circle back to them at the end of class to answer your questions. And if we don't get to it, or if you think of something after the fact, you can always email us at support@KWRImarketing.com. All right, so we'll go ahead and get started. So we are going to start by logging into our command or agent.kw.com. And if you have been on the command website before, you're going to see that it does look a little different. They have done some updates to it. So here you're going to put in your username and your password. The username is not case sensitive, however, your password is. So when you go ahead to put your password in, you do have the ability to click on this eyeball and it will show you what your password is. Spaces will make a difference, so make sure that there's no space either before or after your password, as we usually see this is the issue with agents trying to sign in. So we'll go ahead and click sign in. And this is going to bring you to your dashboard. So starting off at the top, if we go into the left-hand corner, you're going to see this red KW logo. If you click on that, it is going to pop out the applets. So if you're not sure what these icons mean, by clicking that red icon, it's going to expand this and you'll be able to see what each applet is. So we will be going over all of these a little more in detail today. So we have our home page, that's what we are on right now. Then we have our contacts, tasks, which are your follow-ups or reminders, smart plans, which are for your drip campaigns, the referrals platform, opportunities, which is where your transactions are, campaigns, which is where your social media advertising, direct mailers, and email campaigns are, reports and goal setting, designs, and this is where you can create or find pre-made graphics for your marketing, listings, this is where your KWLS is pulling from your MLS, and consumer is settings for your consumer app and your website. So going over to the right side now of the screen, you're going to see a customize button. And this is going to give you the opportunity to customize how your homepage looks. So if we click on this, you're going to see your widgets on the left-hand side. So you have the ability to check and uncheck any of these that you either want showing or not. And then on the right-hand side, you have the ability to rearrange them. So if you wanted your tasks up at the top, you can just drag and drop. And then when you're satisfied with that, you'll just go ahead and click apply. And then you should see the changes populate on your homepage. So at the top, you're going to see that this does look a little different if you have been in command before. So it's going to give you a brief overview of some details from pulling from your command. Then you're going to have your tasks. And of course, your homepage may look different based on how you have it customized. But in our task option right now, you do have the ability to create a task right from your homepage. So that is a new upgrade. Then you'll see a notepad. So if you have any notes, you can type those in here. Scrolling down, we have our goals. So once you set up your goal setting, that will display here. Product updates. So if you want to keep up to date with any product updates that are going on with KWRI, you can see that here. Next, we have our database health. So this is going to tell you how your database is doing, and it will show you in comparison to other agents in your market center. Next, you have some design updates, so you can see what is new in the design center. And lastly, something that is a new update as well is my profit share. So you can start seeing your profit share tree right on your homepage. All right, and if you are not seeing your Customize tab, it is on your homepage. On the right-hand side, you should have a Customize button. And if you are not seeing that, feel free to email us and then we can take a look at that closely for you. All right, so if we go up to the top, you're going to see right now we are in our Command tab. Next, we'll have our Connect tab. This is going to take you to your Connect profile. And next, you may see a Command MC button. This is for Market Center staff. So if you are staff, you may have this tab. However, you may not see this if you are just an agent. On the right-hand side, you're going to see a storefront icon. This is the marketplace. This is where you can upgrade or pay for additional services such as Twilio. Next, you're going to have your notification bell. This will tell you if you have a notification, it will be notated by the red dot, as well as the number to the right of it, showing you how many notifications that you have. And if you do click on the notification bell, you'll be able to see more details about those notifications. Next, we have our profile settings. So if we click on this, you're going to see right now we are in our personal account. If you are on a team or if you are in the coaching program, you may see other accounts listed. And if you want to go between the two accounts, you will just click on the other account and it will bring you into your other profile. Next, you have your profile. You have your settings, which we will go over more in detail. Command training. This is going to take you to KW University for additional training and education. And then you have a logout option. If we go to the question mark, this is the help and information. So you can access guided tours, Keller Williams University again. You can chat with support, and you can post an idea if you have any suggestions on improvements or maybe something that is not working correctly. All right, so coming back to our settings, if we click on our name, we're going to click on our settings. So this is going to bring up your connections and your integrations. So this will show you all the applications that you currently have connected or have the ability to connect to your command. So you're going to see that we currently have our DocuSign connected, and it's going to tell you the status right there. If we wanted to disconnect the account, we would just click on this disconnect button. Same for Dotloop, our social media profiles, Google Calendar, Facebook, Twitter, And then we have some productivity. So we have Keller covered, our Gmail that we can sync with our database, Office 365, and then for our email services, we do have command email. So this is how your commands will appear. So if we go and click on manage, you can change how your name is going to appear when you send out an email campaign. You can also change your reply to email right here. So this is how your email is going to appear to your clients when they respond to your email. So you can choose what you would like it to look like. And then down at the bottom, you'll see it says monthly account usage. So this keeps track of your free 5,000 emails. If you do use that amount, it will redirect you to the marketplace to upgrade your subscription. So you get 5,000 a month. All right, so if we X out of this, over on the left-hand side, you're going to see some tabs for some other settings, but we will go into our Connect settings for now. And then you're going to click on Marketing Profile. So this is where all of your information will pull as you create campaigns, designs, branding to your personal KW website. So this is where all this information is going to come from. So first, we're just going to go to the right-hand side and look at this that says use my information to brand to my agent site. So you'll see right now it's toggled on, and we know that it's on because it's showing in this color green. If it's toggled off, it will be gray. So by seeing this green color, we know that all of this information on our marketing profile is publicly showing to our KW website. So you're going to see that there's an opportunity to put your photo and your team logo. If you are not on a team, we do recommend filling this in with your Market Center logo or the standard KW logo. If you do not have anything here, it is going to show up as a broken image on your campaigns. So just make sure that there is something here. So my details, you're just going to have your detailed information here. You can include a slogan, designations, credentials, and you'll see that anything that is required in order to save will be notated by this red asterisk. Affiliations, there is an opportunity to put in your military affiliation. So if you click on the arrow, you'll have options to pick whichever is applicable for you. And then you have the opportunity to put your biography in as well, your contact information, and your website that should populate from your consumer applet, which we'll get into in a little bit. Scrolling down, you're going to have your Market Center information here. So you have your logo and your brokerage information. Compliance. So any compliance pieces that you need will go here. If you're not sure, you'll want to reach out to your Market Center staff to confirm what needs to be added here, because every office may have some different compliance pieces. And then lastly, we do have our social media links that you can add here that will populate for you. And then if you would like to do Google Analytics tracking, you can put that tracking ID number in here. And then you will hit save once that is all sorted for you. All right, so now we are going to go through each of the applets. And as I mentioned in the beginning of the class, this is our command overview. We do have more classes that do a deeper dive into all of these applets. However, we're just going to briefly go over everything. So if you did want some more information, you can check out our YouTube page, Scott Leroy Marketing, and search for any topic that you would like more information on. So we are going to start off by going to contacts, which is the second icon down. So this is where you are going to find all of your contacts. You'll see that we have a search bar on the left-hand side. If you click in this search box, you have the option to search by first, last name, email, address, or everything. And you'll see that as you start to type in a name, it will populate with all of the contacts that fit that criteria. You'll see that in our contacts database, we do have different headers that shows you the contact information. So we have a name, if they've been recently active, when they were last contacted, their contact information, any tags that we have set up for them, etc. And then if we go over to the right-hand side, you'll see these three dots. And here we have some options of activity that we can do to this particular contact. So we can edit them, add activity, make a copy, add a note, archive, view smart plans, add them to a smart plan, mark them as a lead. So if there is additional information that you wanted to see here, you have the ability to customize your columns. So if we click on that, you're going to see that there is quite a bit of information that you can put as a column. And you can just check or uncheck anything that you want based on what you're looking for. And then on the right-hand side, you have the ability to rearrange by just clicking, and then you're just going to drag it into the position that you want it to be in. So once you're satisfied with that, you can go ahead and click apply, and it will make those changes for you. If you're not particularly, happy with this view, you do have the option to make it more of an icon view by clicking on these four boxes. And you'll see that it does expand each contact a little more so that you can see more contact information at a time. So whichever your preference is, you can choose. And then going to the right-hand side, you're just going to see some arrows to go between pages. So if you have a larger database, you do have the option to go to the next page, or this will bring you to the end of your database. This is going to show you how many contacts are currently displaying out of how many are in your database. And you can change the amount that is being viewed at one time. So if you have a large database, you can change it to viewing 500 contacts at a time. So going back over to the left-hand side, we do have a filter option. So if we click on this, this will allow us to put in certain criteria to be able to see certain contacts. So if we only wanted to see people who were recently active within the last 5 or let's do 90 days, we can apply that and it will bring up all of those contacts. We go back to our filters. We can also filter it by tag. And these are the tags that we're going to set up with our contacts. So if we wanted to see all of our contacts that have an agent tag, We can go ahead and apply that. You'll see all of our agents, or I'm sorry, well, yeah, all of our agents populate. And if this is a list that we frequently want to view, we do have the option to set this up as a smart view. So we can click on our smart view. We can click on create smart view. So whichever screen we are currently looking at, that is the list that will be created in this smart view. So we'll put in agents, and then we will go ahead and save that smart view. And if we go back to that drop down, you'll see that you can just click right on your agents and this list will auto populate. So you don't have to go through adding those filters every time. All right, we're going to clear our filters for now. If you want to delete a contact, you have to archive them first. So you'll go ahead and hit archive, and then you have the option to delete them. And we do have a video, a tip video on our YouTube page that goes over this exact thing of how to delete and archive. So great question. So going to the right-hand side, you'll see an import button. And here's where you can import your contacts if you currently have your contacts in a spreadsheet or if you're moving from one database to another. So you'll just add that file and click continue. And you can also send us your spreadsheet at support@scottleroymarketing.com and we can get this imported for you. If you want to manually add contacts, you can click on the add contact button and you'll just enter the information. And then you'll hit create and it will add it to your database. And lastly, our 3 dots here is where we have the ability to export. So you'll see you have the option to export all owned contacts, or you can export in mailing labels. And it has 2 different versions, either a spreadsheet file or a PDF file. All right, next we're going to go over to our tasks. So the tasks are reminders of follow-ups or any opportunity tasks that you have set up. So again, you're going to see that we have a search bar for you to be able to search for tasks. So you can just start typing in and it will populate based on what you've typed in. And we also have our filter again. So if we click on our filter, you'll see that you can choose by the due date, by the priority level, by the task type, who it's linked to, or who it's created by. So if you just wanted to see all of your high priority tasks, you can click that, click apply filters, and it will bring up all of those tasks for you. So you'll see this header at the top will tell you again the name of the task, who it's linked to, who it's assigned to, the priority, and the due date. And then on the right-hand side, you have the option to click the checkbox, which will complete the task for you. And you can put in the information that you want from the task. And then the 3 dots, you have the option to edit, reschedule, add a note, or archive. If you want to create a new task, you can hit the create new task button at the top. And you can enter in the task information. And here you have the option to either link it to a contact or to an opportunity. So if we want to link it to a contact, we'll just type the name in. click link, and then we can just put our information in. All right, and then you'll see at the top, it said that that was created. So if we clear our filter, okay, I'm going to click priority and I think it was this one. Okay. And you'll see our task was created right here. So once this gets completed, you're going to see at the top that there is a completed tab. So if you click on this, you can see all of your tasks that have been completed. And then you have an archived list. So if you click on archived, you'll see all of the tasks that you have archived. All right, next we're going to go to our smart plans. So smart plans is where you can set up your contacts on different email campaigns, different email communications. So right now you're going to see that this is our smart plan library. So these are smart plans that we have added to our personal library. You're going to see that we have a search bar again for you to search for the smart plans that are in your library. Our header is going to tell you the name of the smart plan, the contacts that are in this smart plan. So you'll see that on this holiday smart plan, we have 2 contacts. When it was created, the duration of the smart plan, how many total touches, and then we have a few actions on the right-hand side. So we can either add a contact right from here. If we click on that, we can just add our contacts in. The pencil icon will allow us to edit by bringing us into our smart plan editor. And then if we click on the 3 dots, we can either copy the smart plan, or we can publish it to the library, or we can delete it. However, you will notice that an active smart plan cannot be deleted, so you would have to remove the contacts from the smart plan in order to delete it. So you'd be able to delete this one because we do not have anyone on there. If you wanted to create your own smart plan, you can go to the create button in the top right. However, if you do want to copy existing smart plans, which is recommended, you can click on this library button at the top. And this is going to bring you into the library of pre-made smart plans that you can add to your library to get your clients on. So at the top, you're going to see featured smart plans. It's going to tell you the title, a brief overview of what it is, how many downloads, a rating, the steps, the duration, and the touches. And then if you wanted some more information, you can click on View Steps, and it will tell you what the smart plan entails. If you want to add it to your library, you will just click on Add Smart Plan. You have the option to rename it if you'd like, and then you'll click on Download. Now this is going to go into your smart plans. So you'll see that that has been added. And now you have the option to add your contacts to it. So if we go back to library really quickly, you do have a search option here, which could be really helpful. So if you wanted to type in holiday, it will bring up all of the holiday smart plans. So you can either search by name, author name, description. And then there's also a filter option too, where you can filter it by the duration, the amount of touches, the amount of downloads, or the rating, excuse me. Next, we're going to go to our referrals. So this is our referrals overview page. This is giving you the ability to track and manage any referrals that you have either going out or coming in. So anyone that you have accepted and is in your referral network is going to show up here. So these are agents that you have either accepted or you've done business with. So if you do not see anyone here, don't worry. At the top, you're going to see some stats on your referrals. So you'll see pending invites, pending referrals, referrals received, and then referrals sent. You have a search bar again, so you can search for your referrals. If you click on a referral on the arrow to the left of their picture, it will bring all of their contact information and their stats. You have the option to create a note here. You can send a referral right from your homepage, or you can remove the agent if you no longer want them in your network. If you wanted to send out a new referral, you can click on New Referral in the top right. To find an agent, you can click on the Find Agent button, or you can select an agent by typing in an agent that is already in your network. You'll click on that agent, and then you'll just put in the referral information. And then once you are ready to send it, you will click send and it will be sent to that referral. So up at the top, if we go to the My Referrals tab, this is going to give you some more information on your sent and received referrals. And you'll see this was going off of these tabs over here. So currently we're viewing our pending referrals. Next, we'll see our active referrals, our funded, our lost, expired, rejected, and all. So that's just a way to keep track of, your referral business that you have going on. So next, if we click on our map, this is how we can add new agents to our referral network. So you have the option to search the map, so you can start typing in the location that you want to go to. Or you can just use your mouse and scroll in and out. So you'll see in our search bar right now, we are searching by production. If you click on the arrow, it will give you the option to change to search by market center, by my network, or by my referral patterns, which is pretty cool. So anyone in your referral network, you'll be able to view who they also do business with. So as you scroll in, you're going to see the numbers start to change. And on the right-hand side, these are showing the agents that are in this particular area. And as you scroll in and out, you're going to see these people change just based on whatever view you're looking at. So right now we have 281 agents in this view right now. So if we wanted to narrow that down a little bit, we can click on the filter button. And then we can filter agents based on what criteria we want for our referral. So if we want that they closed at least 4 units in this area in the last 12 months. Let's see. Okay. That brought us down to 26. So that was a big difference. So if we wanted to see this agent's information, we can just click on the down arrow and it's going to give us some information about this agent. So here we have the ability to add them to our referral network, or we can send them a referral by clicking on this mail icon. You do also have the option to broadcast a referral. And what that means is that you can send a referral to multiple agents. So this will go off of the results. So right now we have 26 results. And if you go up to the top, you'll see we have the broadcast referral option, and it's telling you the number of agents that are in this referral. So if we click on this, we're going to send out our referral to 26 agents. You can either do it anonymously or not. You'll put the information in, and you'll notice that it will say that this information is going to be confidential until you award the referral out. So they will not get the specific information. So once you put this information in, you can click on Send Broadcast, and your referral will get sent out to all 26 of these agents. They will either accept or reject it. You'll get a list of the accepted, and then you have the opportunity to go in and pick who you would want to get the referral. All right, so that is how the referrals work. So next we're going to go to our opportunities. So this is where your transactions are. This is your pipeline for your clients. If we start up at the top, you're going to see that right now it is defaulting us to go into our team opportunities. So these are all of the opportunities that are under our team profile. And then if we click on the next tab, this is showing our personal account. You'll see that it is broken down into listings, buyers, and leases. At the bottom, we have our ratios. So this is just going to give you some statistics based on the opportunity information. And then it also has a chart showing your activity for the past 12 months. And then at the bottom, it will show you all of your upcoming closings for the month. Scrolling back up, you're going to see that each pipeline is broken down into different stages. And it's going to show you a number in each stage. That's going to tell you how many transactions are in each stage. Going to the right-hand side, you're going to get some information on GCI. And all of this information is going to pull from the information that you have in your opportunities. And it will automatically update. If you want to import an opportunity, you have the option to do that. So you can import from .loop. Or you can click on Create Opportunity. If you are in multiple market centers, you can click on the Market Center option and pick which Market Center you want the opportunity to be a part of. And then you'll just put in the rest of the information. And remember that the red star does mean that that is required in order to create the opportunity. So once you have filled this out, you'll go ahead and click create, and that will add it to your opportunity timeline. Going up to the top, if we click on all opportunities, this is going to give us a report of all of the opportunities that we've had within a certain time frame. So you can either search, you have your filter option again. You can create a smart view. And then you can change the amount that's showing at one time. And to answer the question in the chat, so you can transfer personal opportunity. Oh, I'm sorry. I thought you were talking about contacts. You would have to create a new opportunity under the team profile. So you cannot, unfortunately, transfer opportunities between accounts. You would just have to recreate the opportunity. All right, next we're going to go to campaigns. All right, so this is the campaigns dashboard. So at the top, you're going to see this is showing you the connected channels that you have, and it will be shown in blue. So this is showing us that we have our Facebook and our mail connected. However, we do not have our Twitter connected. If we go over to the right side, you'll see for paid ads, we have our Facebook and our mail connected. For our social media, we have our Facebook and our Instagram connected. And if we wanted to make any changes, we can click on the Manage button, and that will bring us back to our integrations under our settings to be able to make those changes. Scrolling down, we have some quick posts. So if you would like to add any of these to your social media, you can share those. And then at the bottom, you have some tips and training. So if you need any information on how to create a paid ad, how to stop an active campaign, you can click on these and get some more information. So going over to the right-hand side, you'll see a button for Create Campaign. And if you click on that, you'll be able to choose whether you want to run a social ad, which is a paid ad. So that is a targeted paid ad that will go out to specific people based on your ad analytics. You have a social post, which is just a free post that will be posted to your social media. Direct mail, which is sending out mailers. And then an email campaign. So you'll just click on whichever one that you want to send out. You'll enter a campaign name, pick what your goal is and where you want it to run. And then you'll click Create Campaign. And again, we do have more detailed videos on our YouTube channel that go over how to run campaigns more in depth. So going up to the top, if you see our header, so currently we're on our dashboard. If we click on our paid ads header, this is going to give you all of your information for your paid ads. So you're going to see some of the analytics up at the top. And then this is going to show you all of the paid ads that you have either run or are currently in drafted status. So if we just wanted to see our active ones, we would click on active. So we do not have any right now. However, if we click on draft, you'll see we do have a handful of campaigns in draft status. And this means that it has not been sent out yet. It's going to give you some logistics here. If you click on the three dots on the right-hand side, you can either edit the campaign, duplicate, or archive. And going back up to the top, you have the same thing for emails. So it's going to tell you all of the analytics for the emails that have been sent out. Same with direct mail. And lastly, we have social posts. So with social posts, it does give you the opportunity to create and send them out in advance. So right now we are looking at this in a week view. If you wanted to view it in a month view, you can click on this down arrow on the right-hand side. And you can click on month. And it's going to show you all of the activity that you've had on your social media. All right, next we're going to go to reports. So this is going to give you an overview of your database. At the bottom, you're going to see your database health. So this is going to tell you what areas are not filled out within your database. So it's going to tell you based on the percentage. So it looks like, we need to work on getting some addresses and some home anniversaries. And as you add this into your contacts, this information will change. You also have an activity score at the bottom. So this is going to tell you how you're doing in terms of following up and communicating with your contacts. And then on the right-hand side, you have your sources. So this is going to tell you where you are meeting people, and it's going to break them down into, whatever your sources are for your contacts. Going up to the top to our header, if we click on reports, so this is going to give you a breakdown of, different metrics. And if you look on the top right, you do have the ability to export this information. So right now we are looking at our opportunities report. If we click on the arrow, we can change this to viewing our database report or our goals report. So based on whichever information you are looking for. And all of this information is going to pull from the information that you have added into your command account. So next we have our goals. So here you get to create your goal setting. We have not added any goals, so you're going to see it's all 0. But if you go to the top and you click on goal setting, you have the ability to set your goals. And then you'll see this information start to populate based on the goals that you put in. There's also a profit tracker, an activities breakdown, goal conversion rates, and GCI goal breakdown. So next, you may see a lead routing tab. Some of you may not. This is only for rainmakers who are on a team. They will have the ability to go into this tab, see the leads that are coming in, and assign them to the different team members. Emails, you'll get to see your email metrics here. So this will tell you all of the emails that have been sent, the metrics of those emails being sent, and your reputation for those emails. So it will tell you how many are being marked as spam. And lastly, we have text and calls. So this is going to be based off of the Twilio membership. And again, you're going to add your Twilio from the marketplace icon. So this information will pull from that Twilio account. If you do not have Twilio, you're not going to be able to see any metrics here. So next, we're going to go into our designs. So this is our designs homepage. This is currently showing us the designs that we have created and that we have used in the past. We have our search bar again and our filter option. You can sort by how you can view your designs, either from old to new or new to old. And then you can customize the view again. So if you want it in a list, or if you want it in more of an icon view, you can make that change. And then here you have the ability to import your own design, or you can create a design by clicking on the Create Design button. And then you'll just choose whether it's for an email, for social, for print, or a video. And if you are importing specifically from a listing, you can click on this button to get that set up. And again, we have more videos on our YouTube that will go way more in depth with how to set up and create designs. So next, we're going to go to our listings. So this is where you have the opportunity to sync your MLS listings. So if we click on Sync My MLS, you can either search by listing address or you can search by MLS number. So you will just type in your address or your MLS number. You will click Next. You're going to find whichever listing is yours, and you will click Select. You're going to click Next. And then it's going to bring up a note here that is having you confirm whether you are the primary listing agent or if you're the co-listing agent. So you'll have to click on one of these and click Next in order to complete your MLS sync. So if you are not the listing agent or the co-listing agent, do not choose that listing. All right, so we're going to X out of that because we are not the listing agent. So once you do sync your MLS, you're going to see all of your listings populate on here. And then you'll be able to populate this information right into your designs and into your campaigns and all of that. So it's a very, very cool feature. All right, and last but not least, we are going to go into our consumer applet. So up at the top, this is where you will find your website URL. So you will see it right here. This is hyperlinked to redirect you to your website. So this is the website URL that you can market out to your database. Any pages that you have created on your website will show up here. So you'll be able to see the name of the page. And then if you go to the right-hand side, you're going to see the date that it is created. And you're going to see an eyeball. If it is blue, that means that it is currently active. If it is grayed out, it means that it is not currently active. And if you go over to the three dots, you have the ability to edit or delete the page. Up at the top, you have the ability to create a new page. And then going back up to the header, if you go over to landing pages, landing pages are standalone pages that will have its own specific link. So a lot of times we see someone have a open house landing page, for instance. And you'll see if the landing page is live by seeing that it is showing as green. Going over to the right-hand side, you have the option to edit, change the URL, remove the custom URL, deactivate, or delete the page. Moving on, we have our guide builder. This is connected to your consumer app for clients who are registered with your app. So they will be able to see the buyer's guide and the seller's guide. That is populated with your information on it, as long as they are connected to your consumer app. So here it's going to tell you how many steps and how many clients are currently viewing the guides. And then if you click on the three dots, you do have the option to edit. And going back up to our header, we have our collections. And this is where you can push out collections that you have created through to your clients on the app. So a collection is basically certain search criteria for properties, and you can send them out to your clients who are connected to your consumer app. So if we go over to our site and app settings in the top right, this is a behind the scenes of our website. So we're going to have some general settings here. You can change your header. You can change your images. You can change your registration settings. You can add virtual tours. Next, if we go to our URLs tab, this is where you are going to be able to find your website URL, as well as your personal unique app URL. So you'll want to copy this app URL and send this out to your clients. That way, when they sign up for the KW app, they will be it will be showing your profile information. Next, we have our featured listings. So you do have the option to set up featured listings on your website. Next, the theme, you can either choose the red or the dark theme for your website. And lastly, we have our agent site pages. So this allows you to reorganize your page setup based on your preferences. So you'll just click on the dots and you'll be able to drag and drop however you want it to look. And if you do click on them, you will have some more information that you can change, either the title, the URL, or the SEO description if you want to set up SEO for your website. All right, so that is all that we have time for today for our command overview. Thank you so much again for joining us. Remember to visit our YouTube page for additional videos and email us at support@scottleroymarketing.com with any questions that you might have. Have a great rest of your week.